Welcome, everyone. Welcome to CSI's CueSports International's presentation of the 2015 Southwest Regionals, being held in Scottsdale, Arizona at the Wecopa Resort and Conference Center. The BCA and USA Pool Leagues combined for this tournament. It's a 5-day event starting today. It runs through Monday. This is the first event. First starting off is your Scotch doubles. Racking the balls is Perfecto Diaz and Shannon Reinhart. They come from Phoenix, Arizona. They play out of Metro. And their opponents on your left is Ballesteros out of Glendale, California, and Charlie McFeeley. She's from West Hollywood, California. Now, Charlie has quite the record with the BCA. She plays the U.S. Bar Table Open in Reno, the BCA Nationals in Vegas, Women's 9-Ball Open. Chinook wins up in the Seattle area, Oregon. And then also the women's, and she's cashed there actually. She's also cashed in the senior singles in Las Vegas. Al is out of Glendale, California, and I believe he's the league operator out of Glendale. Well, they're getting started here. It's a race to 3 8-ball. And Perfecto Diaz broke the balls, made a couple balls on the break. His partner, Shannon, will now take over. She's looking at an open table, and all the balls are on the bottom side of the table. Nothing up above. Nothing went up high. And looks like she called the one ball in the opposite opposite side pocket than where it went. And so looks like Charlie's going to come to the table and take her shot at pocketing. Well, actually, no, it's still an open table. This is a race to 3 8-ball. In 8-ball, you must sink all the solids before you can make the 8, or all the stripes, whichever one you choose to take. Let's see what she chooses here. She's got a combo on the 3-10. She's got a combo on the 14-9, and she's calling the 15 ball in the lower left-hand corner pocket. And still an open table. Sometimes those combinations will line up to where they're just a little bit easier because they're natural. 2 of those lined up that way. She chose to go for the open ball. It was a pretty thin cut, and she just didn't cut it quite thin enough. Perfecto takes the 4 ball in the corner pocket. Now he's established solids, so Perfecto and Shannon will have to pocket all of the solids or the lower numbered balls, 2, 3, 6, and 7 left on the table before they call the 8 ball. She pockets the 3 ball real nice, but the only shot he might have is either the 2 ball in the same pocket she just pocketed the ball, or the 7 ball on the left-hand corner pocket if it goes by the 14. Looks like he's choosing the 7 ball. It may not go by. It looks like it's... Oh, he's got half a pocket. He's got half a pocket if he chooses to shoot it. But if he does that, he has no way to open up that 7 ball that's against or 6 ball that's against those 3 stripes on the left-hand side of the table. So he's playing the 2 ball. And did not pocket the ball, but about the only shot that Al has coming to the table is that 13 ball in the middle of the table where the spot is, straight up in the upper right-hand corner pocket. Or, you can bank the 14, which is on the left-hand rail. So he's faced with very few options for being so early in the game and so many balls on the table. Looks like he called the 14 in the upper right-hand corner. Well, he's called a safety, excuse me. Now, keep in mind we're quite a ways back from the table, so we can't hear what the players say to each other. And can't really hear their calls. We can kind of give you an idea of what we think they might do. It's not necessarily what they will do. They might see better options at the table than we see from the booth. In the booth today, you have George Teyechea, myself, and Stephen Kwan doing all the camera work and all the other work. I just shoot my mouth, and he just puts up the numbers. Good team. Well, Shannon takes a shot and fails to pocket a ball. So we have Charlie McFeeley coming to the table. She's got stripes. Looks like she has that 11 ball that will go up to the corner pocket or the side. See what she chooses to do with it. Regardless of what she shoots, she will probably not have much of a shot on anything else because everything is blocked. And she gave it a good shot up in the corner pocket and just didn't quite get inside the pocket. But left it there for safekeeping. Well, he did it all, but he got behind the 9-ball. Now, if he doesn't hit the 6-ball first, I'm sorry, it's a 7-ball. Those two colors confuse me. If he doesn't hit the 6-ball first, the opposing team will take ball in hand. They can put the cue ball anywhere they wish to make for an easy shot or for another safety, whichever they choose to do. And Shannon's kind of chuckling. Part of it nerves, part of it wondering, what am I supposed to do here? Try to open it up, regardless. Even if you give a ball in hand, open it up to where it has you can pocket it if they miss, if and when they miss. But don't leave it there because then you're at their mercy. They can pocket all the other 4 balls, just leave it there. You have no pocket for the 7. And she's going to open it up. Oops, almost opened it up by accident. Now the last thing Al wants to do here is to open up that 7-ball for him, unless he's sure he can run the table. So let's see how he maneuvers this rack. The best he's got several options. Start with the 2 balls in the corner, or actually the 10-ball, which is the one right by the 8 on the right-hand side. And they make the 2 up on top, come down and shoot this ball right by the corner pocket, and open up the 6 at that time for a clean shot on the 9 and then the 8. But you want to take an angle that leads to where you want to go with the cue ball. This way you don't have to travel the cue ball around and keep things pretty simple. This is a nice shot to take first, because now Al can lead off this 13. He can lead her to the 10-ball. Follow this ball and come close to the side pocket on the left for a nice shot on the 10. Kind of just like that. There you go. And now just a shot here. Pocket the ball. Gives him a nice shot on the 14, which is right down on the bottom rail. And then he can shoot up and move that 7-ball out of the way for a shot on the... Oh, she might have left him 2 straight, which is okay. He can go rail first, or he can draw up into that 7. But he has to open those balls up and get a shot on the 9. Opened it up, and he didn't do himself any favors. So Charlie's going to come to the table with a tough shot on this 9-ball. All she can do is either bank it in the side or bank it in the lower corner pocket, or she has a nice safety to try to leave the cue ball in the same line as the 6 and the 8. So she leaves a 3-ball line going up to the top. She's called it in the side. And now for speed's good, she can put this cue ball close to this 8-ball. And her speed is very, very... Ooh, it looks like she got him. It looks like she did a good job. From my angle, it looks like they may have a bank to the left-hand corner pocket, but that's a very difficult low percentage shot. And they may not be able to see any part of it. Looks like he's going for his jump stick. Be a good jump shot. Have to pocket it, keep the cue ball on the table, and then end up with a shot on the 8 after making it. This game cleared out pretty good. Nice safety played by Charlie. Keep in mind, she's played several tournaments and is quite active in BCA and CueSports International. So she's played in Reno. She comes to us from West Hollywood, California, and I believe Al is from Glendale. They're playing this Phoenix team. So little Scotch doubles. He's going to elevate and try to jump this 7-ball right in. Cue ball flies off the table. On most jump shots, when the object ball is close to the rail like that, I would say 70% of the time you're going to lose the cue ball off the table. Unless it's jumped just right. This gives your opponent ball in hand, anywhere on the table, so he'll pocket the 9-ball, just stop the cue ball right there, and have a nice shot for Charlie on the 8 ball in that lower right-hand corner pocket. Very simple. Now keep in mind, these are very simple shots when you're practicing under the lights here and under the pressure. These shots get a little tougher. And not tough enough because Charlie just swished it. Game 1 goes to the team from California. Charlie McFeeley and El Ballesteros. And I believe it will be their break because I believe Perfecto broke the balls this last game. So it's alternate break. And they lead 1-0. We're at the Wecopa Resort and Conference Center in Scottsdale, Arizona, 2015 Southwest Regionals. We just got done with the BCA Nationals up in Las Vegas at the Rio. Quite the event up there. Nice setup here. You can see the Pro Sport Arena, this Pro Arena here where these guys are all playing out of. In addition to this event, I believe there'll be a charity event on Saturday night. Great venue here at in Scottsdale. Looks like Al's going to break the balls for us in the second game of a race to 3. They lead 1-0. And you can see by watching the players, there's good sportsmanship. All 4 players are smiling. They're enjoying playing pool. You're not seeing this, I'm going to kill you attitude that the pros have. They're enjoying a nice weekend, Labor Day weekend here in Scottsdale, Arizona at the Wecopa Resort and Conference Center. All over a game of pool on the 7-foot diamond tables. Made a stripe on the break, but the table is open. They have their choice of stripes or solids. Nice shot, nice opening shot might be that 4-5 combo. Or the 1 ball in the lower right-hand corner. Position on the 3 ball that's right next to the 8 on the left side on the bottom by the spot there. She's going to take the 14 ball on the side. Pockets it. Leaves, it looks like the only shot. Well, he's got the 9 ball up on top by the corner pocket. Or the 12 ball. The ball to the left of the spot, closer to the side. For that corner pocket also. He's taking the 9 ball, probably play position on the 11 for the side pocket on the opposite side of the table. Nice and soft, nice roll out for the 11. Follows this down for a shot on the, is that the 12 ball? She just wants to get this ball just past the 1. For the 2 balls that are the 2 stripes by the spot, and she did a good job. They have a choice of pocket, choice of balls, whichever she wants to shoot. They want to shoot. They can only shoot the 12. So he's got to shoot the 12 and hopefully bump the 4 for a shot on the 13. Could come out and come down for a shot on the 15, which is on the below the 8 ball. Could come down for that. All these options they have. All these things go through your head before you come to the table. And overcut the ball a little bit. So, negative was that he missed the ball. Positive is he's tied up. He broke up the combination that was there, but he also tied up the 5 ball for their opponents. So Shannon will probably start out with this 1 ball or the 6 up on top. Pocket all loose, or just kind of tie everything up. There's a backhanded safety. Doesn't have a shot. Might be able to hit the ball on the bottom, the 14 ball by the 8, and can definitely hit the right side of the 13 ball that's right by the spot that Charlie is looking at now. It's the only option she has. She doesn't appear to have a makeable shot. And she's also, for a 7-foot table, she's a good 5 feet away from from her object ball, which might be the 15. Looks like Charlie's going to try to break out this 12 ball. Well done. Very well done. Leaves the 5 ball, also leaves the, appears to be the 6 ball in the side pocket if they choose to shoot that. Well, 1 5 ball right down the rail. Looks like she may be able to, Shannon may be able to shoot the 4 ball in the side pocket. If she can shoot that and follow the ball without hitting the 3 ball, she'll leave the 3 ball in that corner pocket. And a nice 3 ball run at least. There it is. Get back there, and there. Yeah, she's left it a little tough, but that's the only shot that Perfecto has. Perfecto Diaz from Metro in Peoria, Arizona, makes the ball and played his partner safe. Excuse me. Played his team safe. Not only does she not have an available shot, she has a hard way to go. Oh, maybe she can see this. It looks to me like the 12's in the way from my angle. I can see the monitor just like you can. And I was incorrect. There, it's a good example on how they can see things we can't here in the booth. So it's hard to call play-by-play if you really can't see the next shot or what the options are for a lot of the options may be for the next shot. Somehow they still have to get to this ball right by the 13. Those 2 balls that are tied up together, that are right next to each other, have to be opened up. Where's my car? Looks like he's just trying to open the balls up. Good safety there. Left the side of the 7 ball, so I think he can hit this ball and just move right on down. Can't tell. Yep. Open that one up, and the 7 ball goes to the right-hand corner pocket. So Charlie's faced with a long shot. I think if she just rolls up to that 12 ball, which is the ball closest to the rail on the left side, she'll have a nice safety again. Every shot's important. Remember, this is only a race to 3. And good and not good at the same time. Had those 2 balls not stayed together, they'd have a better chance of winning this game. This has actually left a shot for that 7 ball in the side pocket, although no, there's no scratch there. It depends how hard she hits it or how thick she hits it. It's still a low percentage shot, but she can cut it in the side. Missed it. Almost scratched. Brought the cue ball all the way down, and is going to leave a shot on the 13. And I think it goes by that 8 ball to that corner. The problem now lies in the 2 balls that are together on the bottom rail there. And now it's tough to play a safety here because you got to block both balls, the 1 and the 7, and they're both on close to the rails on different sides of the table. So this will take quite a safety. They'd like to be able to get a safety so they can open those balls up. Otherwise, they're in trouble. Fortunately, they have the 1-game lead, so they're leading 1 game to 0 in the race to 3. West Hollywood, California, and Glendale, California versus Phoenix, Arizona, or Peoria, actually, because they both play out of Metro. Metro Sports Bar and Grill. He's going to play a safety. And actually, this is a good shot because it opens him up and allows him a chance to win the game. If he pockets 13, they don't really, they're actually at a bigger disadvantage. He's going to try to go behind the 8 ball. And he did it very, very well. What a nice, nice shot. Now, there are more than likely, Perfecto can make it good here. He can go off the side rail to the head rail and then to the side rail and hit the 1. And not give a ball in hand. But that cue ball's still going to fly down to this side of the table and probably leave a shot. But no ball in hand. If he gives a ball in hand, they'll probably start with the ball on the bottom rail, and then position for the side, and then position for the corner, and then the 8 ball. And he did go right around. He's got to get a rail. He's got to get a rail. No rail. Ball in hand. Nice play to make a good hit, but there was no rail after contact, which is a foul, and your opponents get ball in hand. If this ball goes, things are good. Oh. Now see, here you have a decision. If I would play the 13 ball in the upper corner pocket and bring the cue ball back with a little bit of spin and draw the cue ball to put the cue ball down on the bottom rail for a straight in shot in the left hand corner, and then an easy shot on the 8. And could easily go to a 2-0 lead. And pocket as he does. Now Charlie has to be, she's got to go up and down. Got to cut this ball in, go up table and down table. I don't think she can pocket the ball and hold the cue ball there. Well, she gave it a go. If she pushes this ball to the rail, that was an excellent shot. The way things turned out, that was an excellent shot. Shannon is faced with a tough shot here. She does not want to leave that cue ball down by the 1 ball. If anything, she wants to put the cue ball up by the left-hand corner pocket or up by the side, anywhere on the left side of the table. And do not scratch. A scratch would be lethal. And there's the... Ouch. That was the only thing she did not want to do, because anything else would force their opponent to come down table and back up and then back again for position on the 8. Because the only place he can get position on the 8 is where the 12 ball is now. And now he just puts it there, stops it, straight in shot on the 8, 2-0 lead. A scratch late in the game like that is usually a loss of game. And that's what that one led to. 2-0 lead. Charlie McFeeley and Al Ballesteros. Now, one of the percentages you see on the bottom of your screen, right under the name, where you see Ballesteros McFeeley, and you see 82%. Then you'll see Diaz Reinhart at 18%. That is your Fargo rate percentage of winning this match. At this point, with a 2-0 lead, Ballesteros McFeeley are an 82% favorite to win this match, while Diaz and Reinhart are only an 18% favorite. That means they have quite a hill to climb. They have to win 3 games in a row. And the Fargo rate odds are based on each individual player's Fargo rating. Fargo rating is a combination. Actually, it's a worldwide scoring system now, or a rating system, excuse me, being used and implemented across the United States. And it's based on all the wins and losses in tournament play, singles play, whatever data that's been entered into Fargo. An example, most pro players are rated over 700. In Arizona, you have a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 rating system. A 10 rated player starts at about 650 to 700. 9 rated players somewhere about 600 to 650. An 8 rated player somewhere in the vicinity of the beneath that and on down the line. Now there wasn't not enough information on 3 of these players to really get an accurate robustness or score, as you might call it. Robustness is a number of games played that have been entered into the system. Neither Perfecto Diaz or Ballesteros or Shannon Reinhart had enough games in the system to be rated. Charlie has enough games, and I believe she's at a 421 Fargo rating. But the ratings don't mean a thing, really, when it's down to making balls. Those are just a way to maybe try to determine what the odds of winning or losing may be, and give you an idea on how you may rate against players across the world, around the world. One of the highest scores in the system is, I believe, Shane Van Bonen need about 824. And you have other international players in that range. But I believe Shane is the highest rated U.S. player. If you want more information on this, you can go to fargorate.com. And there's some real nice information there that tells you how the system is put together, what data is fed into it, and what to expect from different ratings on how to match up. You match odds. You can find a player, you find a fair match, you can find favorites, your top 10 list, whether across the world, around the world, in the U.S. And you have videos on about Fargo rate and Fargo ratings. Meanwhile, we've had a couple of exchanges here. The table is still open. A ball has not been pocketed. Charlie is looking at this 4-ball straight in the corner pocket, and that's what she's called, which means she'll establish solids. And with a little bit of pizzazz, she pockets that 4-ball. And says, I'm not just going to roll it in softly. I'm going to let her know who's boss. And pockets it assertively, with confidence. Al is deciding whether to play this 6-ball either in the side pocket or in the corner. He could play the 7 in the right hand, right by his elbow, in the lower right-hand corner, which may be his best bet if he can get good position on another ball, up from 5 maybe by bringing it straight back, or up off the rail. He's playing the 6-ball in the corner pocket. And he was going after that 3-ball that's stuck between those 2 stripes on the left side of the table there, in a direct line with the 8-ball on the bottom. And so Charlie's up now and looking at the 7 or the 5, and a long shot on that deuce up by itself at the head of the table. It's called the deuce in the corner. The blue 2-ball in the left-hand corner pocket, upper left-hand corner pocket. She'll want to hit this with a little bit of speed to bring that cue ball down for the 5. So she's going to want to come down past the side pocket after hitting the head rail. You don't want to be shy about this shot. She was a little shy. She could have come down. She hits that side rail and comes over by the 11. Al would have a nice shot on the 7 ball. Instead, he has a tough cut on the 7. But if he cuts this 7 ball and he makes it, he will open up the 3 ball that he needs to open up. He'll go over by the 3-1 and have a shot on the 5. So I would put my energy into making the 7 ball, which is the ball right by the chalk there, right where he is where he's at now, right above the area on the diamond, at the angle you're looking at. Now he's looking at this 3 ball and the 1 ball. There's the 1 ball is blocked. He's just going to want to open it up, I guess. But he can take care of that by making the 7. The 7 is makeable. Well, although it is a very, very tough shot. Well, if he's played safety, it looks like he's played a safety. And Perfecto can do the same thing. He can just draw this ball, hit this 13 up, and draw the cue ball right by the 8 and leave a nice safety. Or he could go, he could go off the 13 to the head of the table and leave a safety way up there. Yeah, he's changed his mind and called a safe. It looks like he's called a safe. Oh, no. Yeah, there you go. I like that. There you go. Off that ball there. See, pocketing balls, this isn't all about pocketing balls. There's a little strategy involved here, and you can see some of it being played out. This is playing out pretty well. Now Charlie is called the 7 ball in the corner. Oh no, it's called the 14 ball in the corner. Wait a minute. She was calling the 7 off the 5. She was trying to hit the 5 ball with the cue ball and pocket the 7 ball. Shannon will be shooting your stripes here. Trying to get that ball all the way to the upper right-hand corner, looks like. This is a tough shot. This could easily be a foul, and it was. But since there was no referee, they're not going to call one. They don't understand that she actually pushed that ball. It's impossible to stroke that ball cleanly and not get a double hit out of it. And that's why you saw the cue ball take off as fast as it did after making contact. Usually when the object ball and the cue ball are approximately an inch and a half to 2 inches apart, you want to get a referee to prevent that double hit. Well, not prevent it, to call it if it happens. You have to elevate your stroke so that doesn't happen. But Mr. Ballesteros here is faced with this 1 ball in the corner pocket, which it looks like it might go in, and he can come off the rail and open up the 3. He still has a 7 ball in the bottom right-hand corner. They're tied up. Apparently, he did have a pocket for it. Okay. Now you got to open up this 3 ball, but at a risk, because all the stripes are open once that ball gets opened up. If he moves that 3 ball, the 10 and the 11 get open. The only one that's tied up is that 14 ball in the bottom. And that can be played too, or taken care of. So right now, the way the balls lay, it favors the Phoenix team, Diaz and Reinhart. only because of where she's laying right now. But she can try to, she's elevated so she can bring the cue ball back. I think. Let's see, now the 3-ball and the 6 are tied. The 3-ball and that 7-ball are tied up. They've got a stripe blocking one and the 8-ball blocking the other. All the stripes are open and fair game. But the 14's tied up, the 8-ball's tied up. Now the 8-ball can be opened up right here on this shot. She pockets this 13 with high English. She'll come into the 8 and open it up. She'll push that 3-ball out of the way and probably open it up. Cue ball bounce probably up a little bit for a shot on the 9 in the corner pocket. Keep in mind, if she was to move, I see, but she didn't. Well, it's open. It will now go. It has a pocket. It will now go. It has a pocket, but so does the 3. Only shot he has is the 9-ball. He could play that combination, or cut the 11 on the side, which is what he attempted. He's coming right back down on top of the 15 for a very effective safety. Now, Ballesteros cannot see a solid. He does not have a straight shot at a solid. He has a small jump over the 12, which is probably the shot I would choose, and open up that 7-14. And I wouldn't even call a pocket. I just need to open it up. And not give up ball in hand. Because with ball in hand, they could play a really nice, tricky shot here, and open up that ball back to 7, and still play a safety. He's calling the 5-ball on the side. He's going to attempt to hit the side rail and make the 5-ball. He missed it completely, so now the stripes, or I believe Shannon, will come to the table with ball in hand. Remember, this is a race to 3. Diaz and Reinhart. This is Shannon Reinhart, about to shoot, has ball in hand, but they are trailing 2 games to 0 in a race to 3. They must win 3 games in a row. And these balls, these 4 balls up on top are easy to take care of. Just not so easy anymore. She would have followed that up a little bit. She'd have given Perfecto an easy shot on the 9, but instead he has a shot on the 11 ball. This could scratch right off the 12 ball, off the 9. Oh, he went this way and played safe again. So you don't always have to make balls. I prefer to make balls because it doesn't allow your opponent to come to the table. But you don't want to make all the balls if you're not sure you're going to run out, because it limits your options and increases your opponent's. Less traffic to navigate. Nice shot here by Charlie, trying to kick this 5-ball in the side pocket. Nice and easy, nice hit. No foul, but did not pocket the ball. And Shannon will come to the table. Now see, right here, she's got an excellent shot. They could really turn this game around. She could pocket this 9-ball on the side, and with a little bit of English, come between the 7 and the 14 and open that up and possibly make it, or leave it for a shot for Perfecto. But that takes a very delicate touch. And I understand that Shannon is a bit on the beginner side, so these are all open players. You have open, advanced, and master players. All 4 of these players in this match are all open players. Nice shot. Now Perfecto has the same shot here. Dangerous, though. It is rather dangerous. But he's going to want to execute this instead of having Shannon try to execute opening that 14 ball up. He just could play safe and tap the 14 ball and leave that 9 ball alone. He could just play safe and just stop it there. Well, he got her position there. Actually, it's good. That's a very good shot because now he still has that available to him, and he's going to put them in a position where they have to decide what to do. Easy, 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 easy. You're just going to want to tap it in front of the pocket. Oh, is he going to try to cut this ball? We need a referee. He's calling for a referee. We'll take a moment here and call for a referee while the referee comes down, because I want to make sure you hit the 14 ball here. If he's trying to cut this ball, it's awfully, awfully tight. I think better than trying to make this ball is just kind of put it in front of the pocket and leave the cue ball froze on the 7 ball. There's not much they can do there except push the 7 ball into the 8 and then not leave a shot. And here comes Rick, our referee. Good shot. But does he have a shot on the 8? No, the 7 ball stopped. So now she's going to want to kick this ball, hit the rail first on the left side, and come into the 8 ball and call it in the corner pocket where she's standing. Anything else would be really tough. A little bit further down. This looks good. I like the way she's approaching this. A little bit further down. I think she's too high from what I can see. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Nicely done. And now they have a nice shot at winning this game. Al has to pocket this ball and leave Charlie a shot. And pocketing this ball is going to run that cue ball to the upper left-hand corner and leaving distance between the 5 and the 3, which will be her next shots, one or the other. He could hit this with good speed and hit the side rail, the head rail, and come down for an easier shot. He will be risking a scratch in the upper left-hand corner, though. He's called the 7. If he makes the ball, he shouldn't scratch. If he hits it thick or fat, it could scratch. Al's team leads this 2-0, so this is kind of like a free shot for the win. And does it very nice, but he's coming all the way around. Oh, he came all the way around and got on the 50-yard line. And the 3 ball does not go by the 8. So more than likely, Charlie may want to play safe here from the 5, or just make the 8. She could make the 5, leave the cue ball on the right-hand rail, and leave an easy shot for the 3. And she got the cue ball almost in the right place. Perfecto will have a very thin cut or bank. He's cutting it. Oh, he's left-handed. This is a tough shot for him to reach, even on the bar table, even on the 7-foot table. But not that hard because he pocketed it. And so in order to extend the match, another game, Mr. Diaz takes game number 1. Diaz and Reinhart for the first game. This will be the 4th game in a race to 3 coming up. I believe Charlie will be breaking the balls. And you can see your score up there on the header cards, which actually are not visible on the screen. There it is right there, 2-1. Al Ballesteros and Charlie McFeeley. West Hollywood, California, and Glendale, California. Charlie be breaking these balls. Try to spread them wide open for a table run. The all-important. That's the nicest way to end a match, with a nice table run. Never let your opponent up to the table, because they can't beat you from the chair. Well, a couple balls went around the table. Most of them stayed on the lower half, and nothing went in the pocket. Kind of a lot of rails to beat, and the pocket didn't, none of them found a pocket. There's 27 inches of open space or pockets on the table, as opposed to, I believe it's 264 inches of rail. So a little less than 10% space to pocket a ball of available linear inches. Table is still open. Al's surveying the field. Not a big field. 3.5 by 7 foot. Blue cloth. There's a nice shot of the table. What's up, what's not. He's playing that ball in the side pocket. And pocketed the ball with no real percentage shot on any other solid. But he has established they are solids. Charlie's making the 5 on the side. Ooh, not far off. Not far off at all. She missed that ball by an inch. Nice bank shot with authority. Perfecto. Looking at a straight, pretty simple shot to the corner pocket. And his next shot, let's see what that might be. Nice and soft. 9 ball in the corner is all he's got. That's all Shannon has. Stop it there for either the 13 in the lower corner or that 14 up in the upper right-hand corner. Depends what she does with this cue ball. Does she fall forward or she stop it? She fell forward and caught the corner, and that ball didn't go where it was intended. Al's calling this one ball in the left-hand corner pocket, and he should go into that stack and open it up pretty good if he hits it with a little bit of pace. Not too much, just a little. It's nicely done, nicely done. Ended up with a shot on the deuce and able to open up the 4 if he has to, or get a shot on the 6. It's all what Charlie does here. How does she negotiate this pattern? The best shot would be the 2 ball and follow with center high English into the 4. Oh, now see, her focus was on getting a second shot and not as much making that shot. I think she was a little surprised that she didn't make the ball. Perfecto went up with that ball and trying to give his partner here either a combination or doesn't have much else. Doesn't have much else. I don't see much else here except that combination 11-12 or 11-13. That's a thin cut on this 9 ball. Very thin cut. Ghost ball principle. Did not make it. And I don't think the 5 goes by, and I don't think the 3 ball goes by. So he's going to try to hit this ball into the rail off the 9 and into the corner, in the corner pocket, or is he going to try to slide it in and just cover up the pocket? See what he does. He thought he could slide it by there and cheat the pocket and get in. But nope. 4.5-inch pocket. Denied him. Actually, these pockets may be a little smaller than 4.5 inches. Like 4 3/8 maybe. Because you can't get two balls past the two corners leading into the pocket. Nice shot by Shannon. Side pocket, breaks down the 11 ball. It's the only shot he has, unless he can see that 13. I don't think he can. His only shot is this ball down here or his safety. If he pockets this ball, hard to do because he's over the 8. Over the 8 under a strain with a hard cut. And he's got to use a 7 to stop it. Actually, he doesn't because the 13 does go by. This could easily lead to the next game if he can just do something here. I kind of like kicking the ball. Crazy as it sounds. I just roll up to it and not leave a shot on the 6. He's going to try to pocket that 13. I'm just trying to open things up. Instead, he tied things up. Well, Charlie's looking at that 3 ball right down the alley to the upper left-hand corner. And that's what she's called. Taking aim, down, and stroking it right in the heart of the pocket. Nice shot by Charlie McFeeley. Straight down, nice touch, center pocket. Easy shot on the deuce, comes off for the 5, shot on the 5. But they have 2 balls that are tied up on the bottom of the table. They've got a 6 ball and that 4 ball. The one on the right by the chalk there on the bottom rail. And then the 4 ball right above it to the left. Charlie's looking at this 5 ball. That's probably what she'll end up shooting. Well, she wasn't taking her eyes off that 4-7, thinking, what can I do down here? How can I do something productive? How can I make my cue ball work to open those up? And she did try, as you can see. She tried to pocket that ball and come down and move that 4. Just not quite enough cut. And that ball didn't really run down fast enough. Hard enough. And I think Heather's going to try this 13 in the upper right-hand corner, but there's a big pocket on the left-hand corner looming to just swallow up that cue ball. Neither one. Neither went in. Okay, the 13 doesn't go in the corner, so he's got a good safety here to just go ahead and put that 5 ball in front of a pocket. And yeah, he's looking to see what goes. Nothing goes from up there. But where's he going to put the 5? By the side? Interesting. Well, the only thing he can do is try to cut that ball in the side pocket. And I'm not, that ball can't be made. It can't be made, but that cue ball has to be hit pretty hard, and it's going to probably come back and hit the 8, or come close to hitting the 8. He's banking the 12 ball. This is a good call. This is going to open up all the balls down here in the bottom. Oh no, he made sure he didn't. He drew the cue ball away from it, and as things turned out, the ball went right back, and you still have a conglomerate of 4 balls. What do you do with those 4 balls that are in such close proximity? nowhere to go. Charlie probably play that 5 ball again and leave the cue ball up on top for another safety. You don't want to leave the cue ball on the right side of the table. That affords him a shot for the 13 in the lower left-hand corner. And you don't want to come. Nice shot. Nice shot. Now Al's faced with a tough shot here. He can possibly make the 4 ball, but he's got to play it off the 7 on the bottom of the rail and put it in the corner pocket on the right. This takes quite the touch. It's quite the shot. It's probably 1 in 10, max best. More than likely the 7 ball double kisses it before it goes by. Nice camera work there by Steven. Showing us what he's got and how to go by it. Yes, this is real tough. If he hits this ball off the bottom ball there, off the bottom stripe, solid, I'm sorry, he'll probably double kiss. So he's probably going to move one of them or 2 of them. See what he does. He's just going to tie him up. Now, to tell you the truth, the kind of shot I like there was to go ahead and open him up and take the cue ball, just the way he hit it, on the left side, on the left side of that ball, and go 2 rails up to the upper right-hand corner and play safe up there, opening both balls out at that time. Now they've got 3 balls all tied up: the 11, the 4, the 6, and nothing goes for them. This is going to be a little bit of a game here. Back and forth. Fortunately, the cue ball stayed up on top. Otherwise, it was coming down to leave a shot on that 4 ball. Leaves a shot on the 4 ball. Charlie could have pocketed. She still can. This is a tough shot, but it's makeable. It looks like it's makeable. Looks like it goes by that ball, and it will open it up. You can make it and possibly win. You can miss it and possibly lose. The good thing about missing it is they still have 3 balls to run. More than likely the 12 ball will be tied up by the 4 because you'll probably stay close to the corner pocket and block that hole for him. I would try to make this ball. It's a very, very thin cut. And she's called it. Oh, well done. What a beautiful shot. Too bad it didn't go. But had it gone, she would not have a shot on the 6 ball there. But now you see how that 4 ball has blocked the 12. So now they can work around it, but the 4 ball at this point blocks the 12 and the 8. And, oh, perfecto miscued. Ouch. And actually that miscue was induced by not taking his time, and he was actually looking up when he stroked the ball. This could be the end of the match. These 2 in the 8 ball stands between them and their first win. Good position on this 8 ball, and it's all over. And its position. Careful with the side pocket on the left. It's calling the cue ball's name. It says, "I'm hungry." Steven liked that. Steve says, "I'm full. I just had nachos." Well, that side pocket's hungry, and it wants a cue ball right about now. If he hits this 8 ball to that corner pocket, he's got to be careful with that cue ball. It's going to head in the direction of the side pocket. It's going to head right in the direction of the side pocket, especially with that low English. Unless he puts more low English on, it's going right for it. Well, he overcut the ball because he drew that cue ball. He knew what was at stake there. He knew that pocket loomed very large. And, you know, when you're shooting shots like that 4.5-inch pocket, it looks like it's about 9 inches wide. You're so scared to go in that direction that you'll do anything like he just did. He punched it real on the bottom and hit it real hard, and made sure he drew the ball, then go towards the side. But those pockets get real big when the cue ball's looking down. Rail follow. He's gone down too far, but he's just going to have shape in the side. Oh, what a game here. If Shannon can execute this ball and leave the cue ball close to where the 13 ball is now, Perfecto will have a nice shot on the 8 and tie it up 2-2. And it's missed. Ouch. Ouch, 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 ouch. Yeah, Perfecto would have liked that. Corner pocket. Oh, who just shot now? It is Charlie's shot. It is Charlie's shot because Al just took a shot at that 8 ball and drew the ball. Oh. Gin. First match. Al Ballesteros, Charlie McFeeley take their first match 3-1 against Perfecto Diaz and Shannon Reinhart. The California team beats the Arizona team. Those who drove the furthest one got the win. They got the W. We'll be back in about an hour with your next match. No, a half hour? Around 8:30 we'll have the next match. First win goes to Charlie McFeeley from West Hollywood, California, and Al Ballesteros from Glendale, California. 3-1 against Perfecto Diaz and Shannon Reinhart from Metro in Phoenix or Peoria, Arizona. Be back soon.